Let me see if this works. It's been a long time. All right. Is this working? All right. So I want to share something with you. And this is, oh, look at that. I even got a notification. Interesting. Too bad they will not allow me to monetize my Facebook page. But nonetheless, I want to come and do a video on here really quick and talk about what's happening in D.C. And this positive things actually happening in D.C. And of course, you have some on the left, they don't really care for it. They don't like it. They don't want what President Trump is doing to take place. But nonetheless, it is happening. And I have two videos that I want to share with you. The biggest thing to me is that it seems like there's truly something wrong with our society. Now, I'm not a psychologist or anything like that. Don't claim to be. I'm not a doctor. Don't claim to be any of that. Okay, I'm just a American that's just looking at what's happening in our world. And one of the things I'm seeing right now is that the radical left is upset because of what President Trump is doing in D.C., amongst other things. They're upset with everything else that President Trump is doing, but they're extremely upset with this for some reason. And I'm like, at first I'm like, why would they be upset about this? So to give you some context of what I'm talking about for those who just tuning in, President Trump today has decided to take over the D.C. Police Department and handing it over to Pam Bondi. Now, I know people have their viewpoints and their opinions about Pam Bondi, but I think this is a time I think Pam Bondi will actually rise to the occasion. Just my personal opinion on this. I don't know, y'all can tell me. You can have your, we can talk about that later on. But anyways, President Trump is taking over D.C. Now, and this is the first time in American history that this has ever happened. First time in American history. Again, President Trump making history. And all of the radical left is highly upset about it. And they're upset because not the fact that President Trump is necessarily taking over D.C. I think they're upset because President Trump is stopping crime. That's what this is all about. President Trump is actually doing something to stop crime. And for me, for the life of me, I can't understand why they would be upset about this. This would be a perfect opportunity for the Democrats to come out and say, you know what? We need to set our differences aside right now, and we need to actually address this issue because the crime is through the roof. And I want to be able to walk down the street without being, mugged or assaulted or anything like that. I should be able to walk down the street, right? We all should be able to walk down the street without any of that happening to us. But for some reason, these radical liberals, they don't see it that way. They see this as something like, well, President Trump is doing this because, and I haven't heard him say this, he's doing this because he's being a dictator. Have y'all heard him say that yet? I haven't heard them say it. I haven't heard him come out and utter those words as of yet. But I guarantee that at some point, they're going to come out and say President Trump is wanting to put military personnel on the streets of D.C. because he's wanting to be a dictator. I haven't heard him say it personally, but I guarantee it's going to happen. I guarantee, I'm pretty sure y'all all know what's going to happen too. You know they're going to say it. They're going to say it. Tim, hey, I see you. Thank you so much, Susan and Joseph. I see you there on YouTube. I'm looking at the comments right now. Let me see where they show me the comments here on Facebook. Yep, they are. Look at that. Veronica, Kathy, Tim, another different Tim, Robert, Linda, Toby. What's going on? I see you there on the chats. Okay. Now, let me share some of the stuff I have with you because I'm going to make this a pretty short video. It's not going to be a long video. I just want to share some of this information with you for those of you that have not seen this. And here's one of the first clips that I want to share with you. And this is Mayor Bowser, because I was kind of interested in what was she going to say about all of this. Is she going to come out and say, oh, there's no crime, President Trump is making this all about racism, this is racism? And there's already been videos of these liberals coming out saying that what President Trump is doing is racist by stopping the crime. That's racist. Oh my goodness, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, something's truly wrong with our society, people. Something is truly wrong with our society. But if I can, I'm gonna play this video for you.
John Donnelly. Yes, please identify yourself.
Mayor Bowser, Campbell Robertson of the New York Times. Do you think this was inevitable, or do you think there are things that the city could have done with council to prevent mistake recovery?
This is I don't know. I can't answer that question, and I think that's a question that you're familiar with the rhetoric about the city and how long it goes back. And we also know that we're not experiencing a spike in crime, but a decrease in crime. Yep.
So she says that we're not experiencing an increase in crime, but we're experiencing a decrease in crime when a young man goes by a nickname, Big Balls. He was on Doge. He was helping out a young lady that was getting attacked, brutally attacked by some people. And he helped her to try to prevent her from getting beat up. And a group of thugs beat him up. And it's not the first time. It's not the first time. It's been happening. And come to find out, if I'm not mistaken, was in D.C., the police chief was actually fudging the numbers to make it look like the crime wasn't as bad as it is. Fudging the numbers. And of course, the Democrats, they want everyone to believe that, oh, the crime is not that bad. It's not that bad. Trump is just doing this because I haven't heard him say it now. I haven't heard him say it, but I guarantee they're going to say it at some point. He's just being a dictator. He's just being a dictator. That's the reason why he's doing this. He's just trying to take over everything. He's trying to take over everything. Now, look, President Trump didn't have to do this. If the police chief and the mayor in D.C. would have done their jobs by implementing safety and security for the people that live in D.C. and the people that's visiting D.C., he would have never done this in the first place. Would have never done it in the first place. And President Trump today in his hearing made a really good point. He says he was telling a story that his dad was telling him. And he says, son, if you ever go to a restaurant and you walk up to the front door and the front door is dirty, he says, don't go in. He said, because if the front door is dirty, that means the kitchen is dirty. So President Trump is using the same analogy for the country. See, the capital of the United States of America happens to be D.C., Washington, D.C. So if Washington, D.C. is dirty, which is the front door, which the rest of the world is looking at, crime-ridden, dirty, et cetera, then that means the rest of the country is dirty. And see, the Democrats, they love dirt. They want our country to be dirty. They want our country riddled with violence. They want this. This is what they've been advocating for. I mean, look, I'm not the one advocating it. They are. They should be jumping on the bandwagon with President Trump to want to end all of this violent crime that's taking place in America. But no, they want to do just the opposite. Now, look at this one. These two young ladies went on here with Satan's Reverend Al Sharpton. And the lady on the other end over there, the lady on the other end, not this one here, but the one on the other end, he's going to ask her a question. And I want y'all to listen to how he tried to chalk up this question, right? Trying to, put blame on President Trump, like, oh, how dare President Trump do this? Watch this.
Increase in federal surveillance and guns on the streets really the answer here?
You see this? More surveillance and guns on the street. Is that really the answer here? We just allow the crime to happen because the D.C. police, the mayor of D.C. is not doing anything about the crime. Let's continue that. But is it necessary to actually do something about the crime? Listen.
Rena,
put it this way, Rev, it's a starting point. And I'm not somebody who says that lightly. I say that as somebody who has been a DC resident for nearly 2 decades. I have seen firsthand what DC has gone through post-pandemic, and it has been tough. And though crime may be down right now, it will come right back up because Mayor Muriel Bowser's leadership has failed time and time again. And I have given her a chance. Many people across the city have given her a chance to say, you can do better for us. You can keep our communities safer from violent carjackings that have resulted in deaths on K Street, which is a business hub, death of an Uber driver simply trying to deliver food in Navy Yard. These stick out to me because these aren't isolated incidents. It's just part and parcel with what comes with raising a young family in the nation's capital like I have. Those things she all mentioned are all fine and well, but none of it speaks to how safe Washington, D.C. actually is. It is not a safe city.
Let me stop it really quick. Are y'all hearing this? And see, I'm telling you right now, Satan's Reverend Al Sharpton did not want to hear any of this, what this woman is saying. There's been multiple videos, multiple reports of liberals that live in D.C. that's reporting the news saying that, look, I should have got the other video. There's this lady, she's a reporter saying that, look, I just got mugged. I think she just said she just got mugged like 2 years ago. And then she said a co-worker vehicle was just stolen last week, 2 days ago, Friday, I guess. She said the crime is happening. People are afraid to walk in the streets of DC. So there's a lot of people that's welcoming this, but the hardcore radical leftist lunatics, they're going to double down, and I'm just waiting for it. They're going to scream that President Trump is trying to be a dictator. I'm telling you right now.
It is not a city that is well run because guess what? The minority seat on the council has never even been, in my recollection, for at least a decade and a half, if not more, been occupied by a member of a minority party. I'm talking about Republicans. So blame can be put everywhere. And I don't want to make this a partisan issue. My heart sinks when I think of the countless young people who are committing these crimes, boys as young as 14. We know there's a fatherlessness crisis, but I am saying this. The mayor needs to acknowledge that the city has failed, and she has had many chances to prove she can do better. The council has had many chances to prove they can do better.
But is it the mayor's job or the president's job? A president.
It's actually the mayor's job. But the stinking mayor in D.C. is not doing her job. And for some reason, the people in D.C. keep voting this woman back in. Make it make sense. I don't understand. The people in D.C. getting robbed, the violent crime is on the rise, and then they turn around and vote for the woman that's not stopping it. I mean, I'm wondering during the campaign, did Mayor Bowser at any point said that she's going to do everything she can to bring safety and security in the D.C. metro area? At any point. You know, because, when people go on a campaign, they tell people what they're going to do for their constituents. We're going to do this for you. We're going to make sure you're safe. We're going to make sure the parks are clean. We're going to make sure the gun violence is not happening. I'm just kind of curious. And see, maybe I should go out there and try to see if I can find some of her campaign videos, because I've yet to see anything on that. Because she had to say something, right? I mean, why would these people vote for her if she's not going to do anything for them? Because, see, especially liberals want to know what they're going to get. What are you going to give me? What are you going to give me for me to vote for you? It's all about what they can get. So she had to promise them something. Was safety and security not one of them? I mean, I'm just asking the question here. Because a lot of people are not liking what they're seeing. A lot of people are not liking what's happening. So I'm just kind of curious. Y'all tell me, what do you think? What do you think? I mean, I saw this for me, it's just completely mind blowing. It really is. It really is. It's the most idiotic thing ever. So President Trump is taking over D.C. and the Democrats don't like it. They're up in arms about it. And as I mentioned earlier, there's another video with this black female that apparently they had a rally about all of this. And they're out there saying that President Trump is doing this because he wants to pull black people over. He wants to target black people. Really? If he wants to target black people, just go to Dallas. If he wants to target black people, go to Compton, go to LA. I mean, if it's just about targeting black people, go to St. Louis, go to Chicago. I mean, Chicago should be really, if he really truly wanted to just target black people, then he would have gone to Chicago and done this first. He actually, in his first term, said that if the city of Chicago don't get their crime in order, that he would send the National Guard. But he's doing it here in D.C. See, this is one of the promises that President Trump made in his last administration, and he's keeping his promise. See, they never anticipated President Trump coming back and actually doing this, actually keeping his promises. They never anticipated. Never anticipated. But nope, here we are. And the thing is, President Trump shouldn't have to do this. He should not have to do this. All right, I'm going to make this one short, everybody. God bless you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know if you're watching on Facebook, you probably haven't seen me in a while. I've been doing a lot of my videos on my other Facebook page. And if it's okay with you, I will put the link to my other Facebook page in there. And I'm going to ask you if you would please like and follow my other Facebook page. If you would. And, you know, I just got my YouTube channel back not too long ago. So I'm really excited about that. But let me, if I can, I'm going to put it in the chat. I'll put it in the chat, the link to my other Facebook page, because I know I thought about putting in the title, but if I put it in the title, they won't even allow that many people to see it. So for those of you that are interested, I just put the link in there. You can see my name, and I just put the link to my other Facebook page. So it's on Facebook, stays on Facebook, should be safe on Facebook to Facebook, but you know how they do. So please, if you would, like and follow my other Facebook page. And I really greatly appreciate it. Share this video, because a lot of people need to see this. A lot of people need to see this information. And I want to thank everyone that's on the YouTube channel. And my YouTube channel just got monetized not too long ago, so I'm very appreciative to that. I thank you so much. I greatly appreciate all of you. If you would, please hit the thumbs up and share this video. Hit the thumbs up and share this video. All right, everybody, I'm going to get out of here. Got to go do some work. God bless. God bless. Share the video, please. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Oh. If I still have you, for those of you that's sticking around, can I show you one more thing? I don't know if I can show it here. Let me see. Hold on, let me see if I can do this. All right, hold on 1 second. No, just put it in your browser. I'm not seeing it. I see your X page. Okay. No, I'm not seeing it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so what I was going to do is going to share with everybody. I was going to ask if you could help me out with my. Oh, now I see it. I was going to see if you could help me with my Give, Send, Go here. This is just for anyone who's sticking around, anyone who wants to help me out, to bless me, to help me continue doing what I'm doing. It's givesendgo.com/studio. And this is just so I can upgrade some of my studio equipment. And you can look on here. Some people have already blessed me, and I'm not asking for the world. I'm just asking for some help, whatever God puts on your heart. So if you would, please, I would greatly appreciate it if you find it in your heart to help me out. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. givesendgo.com/studio. givesendgo.com/studio. If it's okay, I'll put I'll type that link in there. If you want to help me out, that's only if you want to help me out. If God puts it on your heart. And, you know, for all the years that I've been doing this, I've always had an issue asking people for help because I feel like I'm like, you know, I know we're all going through stuff, but some people can help me out, and anything helps out. $5, anything, everything helps out. And people have been helping me out. People have been blessing me to you know, keep going. And that's all I'm asking for right now. If you find it in your heart, you like what I'm doing here, if you could, please go to givesandgo.com and support me as much as you can, whatever you can. And I'll put the link in the chat for those that wants to help me out, that's interested. I will put it in the chat. And you see, some people have already blessed me. Some people have already helped me out. And I'm just asking if you find it in your heart to help me out. All right, I just put the link in Facebook, and I'm gonna put the link on YouTube as well. All right, I put them on both. So greatly appreciate all of you. But if you don't want to help me out there, please just hit the thumbs up and share the video. Maybe someone will tune in and say, okay, I'll help them out. All right, everybody, God bless. Take care. God bless you.